What's up, everyone? Welcome to Power Play with CJ. Today, I want to focus in on the Marty San Luis trade rumors, which is something I never thought I'd say. Obviously, being left off the Canadian Olympic team originally when you're general manager of the team you played for, your NHL team, Steve Yzerman of the Lightning, which still sounds weird. You know, Steve Yzerman's synonymous with Detroit Red Wings, but with the Detroit Red Wings. But I digress. There was some hurt feelings there. And first of all, I don't think it's in Marty's nature to ask for a trade. I mean, I've been in Tampa part-time for 4 years now. And, he just seems like a guy that wouldn't do that. But, I mean, I think he would have been justified had he done just that. Going a step further, I don't think they move him. I mean, why would you? First of all, I think winning a gold medal kind of subdues any hurt feelings. And Yzerman said he's not going to, be the GM of the 2018 team. So I think there was some... I think this had something to do with it, which, is part of the course, but, you look at it. Because, I mean, you're in kind of a precarious situation if you're Yzerman, because you want to put what you think is the best team on the ice, and you don't want to look like you're playing favorites, but you also, going to take care of a guy that's been there for your organization through thick and thin. You look at the last couple of years, they've been abysmal, but, before that, Game 7 Eastern Conference Finals against the Bruins, won a Stanley Cup 10 years ago with the franchise, 2 scoring titles, Olympic gold, Stanley Cup. He's done everything, and you want to reward that. There was supposedly Marty San Luis for Ryan Callahan's expiring contract, which would be the worst trade in the history of hockey, considering Callahan wants $6.75 million, which is laughable. I love Callahan as much as the next guy, but he ain't worth that much. And, Marty's got plenty of hockey left in him. He's 38 years old, going on 39, but I think, he's got the Team Waslani thing where he can play till he's, in his mid-40s because he takes care of his body and because he has such a high hockey IQ and a fine understanding of the game. He really gets hockey, and I think that's what's been able to make him a successful player despite not being the biggest guy on the ice. Personally, as a Bruins fan, I would love to see the Bruins go out and try to get him. But again, I don't see Tampa moving him. I think any hurt feelings there kind of got, all right, won the gold medal. We can move on and continue this working out. And the other thing is, the Lightning are playing so well this year. I don't know why I'd want to trade anyway. They're one of the best teams in hockey, and they haven't had Steven Stamkos for 3/4 of the season. He's coming back this week, and you get that firepower. Maybe they make a move at the deadline, get themselves a shutdown defenseman, a la what they did in 2011 when they got Eric Brewer. Obviously, Eric Brewer's on the team now, but isn't what he was 3 years ago. I don't think any of us are. But, you're looking at how he can, how this team has a shot to win the Cup. I mean, Bishop's playing phenomenal. Stamkos is great. I think Stamkos will be 100%. The extra time off with the Olympics definitely helped him. I think he's in a better position now than he would have been had he gone to Sochi. And I think the Lightning are, from a hurt feeling standpoint, because San Luis got to go over and represent his country and win the gold medal. So, this is a team that's not to be taken lightly. And again, I think their trade rumors are overblown. Again, Marty doesn't... They're coming from Boomer size. I love Boomer as much as the next guy, but a former Cincinnati Bengals quarterback isn't the guy to get your hockey trade rumors from. But that's just me. And I love Boomer as much as the next guy. But hopefully, for the sake of the Tampa Bay Lightning fans, this is a year to remember. Because Marty's got something going on, and this team has something special, and they have all season. So we'll see what continues to transpire. Anyway, that's all on this episode of the Power Play with CJ on the Marty San Luis trade rumors. Stay tuned for more episodes throughout the season and beyond. Later, guys.